So now, these two circuits, which are in parallel with each other, are being powered by 9 volts. So current's going through them separately because they're parallel, but they have the same voltage across them. But in any case, there you can see we got one resistor, 470 ohms protecting a red LED right there, about 15 milliamps current. Here we have a 150 and 330 for a total of about 480, basically the same resistance, protecting that red LED. They're in series, their resistance adds up. And they're about the same brightness because it's basically the same resistance, 470 versus 480, but there's a tolerance, so it won't line up perfectly. Basically, it's the same resistance. So yeah, there you can see 15 milliamps of current through that LED, one resistor, 15 milliamps of current through that LED, and 2 resistors right there. And so that's an option that you could use, and there's a few reasons why you may do so. So now we come back to these 2 LED circuits. So they basically have the same amount of current flowing through them. We got 9 volts across each one of them right there. 470 ohm resistor for that LED. 150 and 330 for 480 ohms resistance for that LED. Basically the same resistance. So why might you do this? So 470 ohms is in a lot of schematic diagrams, and it's usually included with resistor kits, so you probably do have it. But if you don't, just whatever value you don't have, you can take lower value resistors, and the resistances will add up. You just get the ones that add up to the closest resistance that you're aiming for right there. I have 150 and 330, which gives me 480. So we can do that just to get a value that you don't have. Putting them in series, you end up with a different value than what you have when it comes to actual resistors. So now we come back to our circuit where we have a 470 ohm resistor protecting one red LED from 9 volts and 150 plus a 330 ohm resistor for basically 480 ohms of resistance protecting that red LED from basically 9 volts. We'll look at the supply voltage. So another reason why you might do this is when you put resistors in series, there's less of the total voltage across them. This is the only resistor, and there we got a little less than 7 volts. This red LED is also going to drop a couple volts, putting 7 across the 2 resistors right there. So there's 2 of them though. They're in series. The 150 ohm resistor is going to have less of the voltage, about 2 volts across it. So it's not going to get very warm. And we got a little bit more voltage, but still less than the single resistor right there. So each one of these resistors are going to get less hot than that resistor.